Healing crystals, skincare routines, knitting a sweater, fitting in jeans. With Katie and Sarah, no need to worry, you're on a lady journey.
Sometimes I do like fortune reading with my Uno cards.
Yes.
You have Uno cards?
I
could do a
don't,
reading.
but I love
Oh my
playing
gosh,
Uno.
I love Uno.
If you could give me any cards and I'll do a reading for you.
Oh,
We don't have cards. That's
I
fine.
have. I'm
know.
like, I could rip up something from these pages.
No. But that's something I
No. So where did you learn face reading?
No, I haven't learned it.
Okay. It's just kind of like a light
Yes.
party
It's
trick.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's a light party trick.
Yes.
What is necessarily face reading? Like, what
Yeah.
are you getting out of it? Can
I
you?
don't know. I can't identify what it is sometimes. Why I just know the information that I know.
Oh
what's
my
coming out of my
God.
mouth. I can't always know where
Yes.
it's coming from.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like that sounds very
Yeah.
close to. Have you ever heard of the terminology? Mateo has it. They see color with certain words.
Oh, like a
or
synesthete.
Yes.
I see
Yes.
emotion.
And I've heard about this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
are we lying or is this true?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're like,
Yes.
why do you have that and I don't have that
what is
special?
Yes.
the superpower?
I'm like this. Well, I see
Mine.
dead people.
Yeah. Yes. I see them all the time.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I know some people, and I have talked about this on here before, but this is relates to color. Like, you know how some people are colorblind because
Yes.
they have less. There's 3 color cells in the eye, right?
Your
cones.
cones.
The cones.
Yes.
Yes.
What's this?
Red, blue, and green.
Yes.
And then
Red,
people.
blue, and yellow.
Green.
Oh.
Red, blue, and green. And then some people who are colorblind, they don't have one of those, so they're missing, and it's like a
Oh.
genetic thing. But some people do have the yellow cone, so it's a genetic mutation where it's like you kind of have superhuman skill to perceive color.
Which they can see different colors?
That
They can
makes
see other colors that we can't see.
Because sometimes
Yeah.
when I'm doing or like look at makeup tutorials and they're like, you see that? And I'm like, I don't see.
Yes.
Did you put anything on?
I know it like feeds into my own like self fascination because I'm like, I swear I think I have it. I
No,
swear I
that's
think
so
I can see
cool.
colors.
Well, when I was on, sorry, I don't know if I can mention this, but I did
Yeah.
I did a psychedelic once.
Oh,
and
please.
I
Yes.
I love
we
it.
love it. We love it.
Shut it down.
I mean, with your,
This is
since
for
you guys,
kids.
You guys are so religious.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
I don't mean to go
We
against
are
your
with our
religion.
gyms. Gym mania.
But when I did acid once, I saw colors I've never seen before.
So
I'm telling you.
interesting.
Like the
Yeah, oh
sky
my
was a
God.
blue that I've never seen in my life before.
Wow.
And I was like, I just remember being like, I want to make an outfit out of that. Like every time I
Yeah.
saw a
So
pattern or colors,
cool.
I was like, I want to make an outfit because I feel like that's the
love
only way
that.
you can consume a color. Is
Yes.
by wearing it.
Yes,
you
making
know?
it part of
Show it.
yourself.
Yes, is by making
Absolutely.
it- and I kept
Yeah.
designing outfits while I was on acid.
Oh, I love that. I love doing acid and
That's a
like
lady
coming up.
journey.
This is my book now. I am a fashion designer.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna make a skirt out of this and a dress out of this.
Well, the podcast that I learned about the colors on, I forget what it was called. I'll put it in the notes later so you guys can remember. But it was they said that when you perceive the colors, you can't. If you have the extra cell, you can't see the extra colors in a man-made scenario because all these colors that we're making, all these man-made colors, they're mostly made by people who have the regular 3. But if you're out like in, like on the plane flying and you see the sun or you see like the sunset, that's when you would see the extra colors. So like the night sky, it makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah.
So
Like
we
in
probably all have
nature.
it. We probably all have it.
Maybe.
And you
But-
you touched into it with
You
the
tapped
acid.
I
into
tapped
it,
into
yeah.
it with
Yeah.
my, yes,
Oh my God.
That's
exactly.
right. That's better. Touched into it.
Hello. A light
Um,
touch.
But I want to ask you guys something. Do you think we all see the same color?
I don't think
It's
so.
Like what?
Fascinating.
Because
Yeah.
like, if this is red to me and this is red to you, we all know this is red. But
Yeah.
are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I'm saying
Yes.
this is a different red to this.
No, for
Yes,
sure. But I'm
me
saying like,
too.
is this like yellow to you? What yellow is to me? Are you seeing yellow and you call it red?
It's fascinating. And if
know
that's
what
the
I'm
case,
saying?
I can get that because when you learn a language, like say Spanish, like we know that the rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo here in America, but when you learn in Spanish, they're like, it's kikarikiki.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yes.
why is that different?
Because it could also
But
sound
it's the
like that.
same rhythm, but different ways of saying it. That I
Yeah.
was like, I do think,
Kikarikiri.
yeah.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. They don't go
Yeah.
cock-a-doodle-doo.
No, they
They-
don't.
they
but
kinda
that's
don't, yeah.
When you're as a kid and you're learning what
Yes.
noises animals make, that's what they
Yeah,
tell us in American culture.
Right.
Yes.
So when I was learning Spanish, I was like, this is insane.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's so interesting. It's like
So I
it's-
do think that.
Like, what if you hear? Like, what if you like? Yeah. Like, what if your red is actually my yellow?
And we all actually have the same favorite color. in that case, we all actually love one color. And it's
Yeah,
like all of our
exactly.
hot pink or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
I do love
I
hot
think
pink, I have to
about that.
say.
I
Hot
think
pink is
it's-
such a power color.
I just don't. It's just very like I find hot pink very what's the word intense. Or
Overstimulating.
overstimulating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yes.
can't like have it in my living space. I need like a lot. The colors
More
to be a lot more
subdued.
subdued
Okay.
because I just like bright colors. Like they overstimulate me.
My cousin
it's
had a
terrible.
hot pink wall when we were growing up, and I remember like just laying awake in her house, like I
Yeah.
couldn't sleep with
Right.
her accent wall.
Just overstimulated.
Yeah.
Like, Katie's just like,
yeah,
what did she take?
Buzzing.
yeah,
Yeah.
just sleepover energy.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wild.
gosh.
I
And
want
here's a
to.
hot pink. Again, pointing at colors that you guys
Oh,
can't
yes.
see. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
such a fun game.
Oh yeah, that.
I do love
That's
that.
kinda
I
hot
love that,
pink.
like the American Southwest.
Yes. I got
And
that in
wall hanging.
Marfa.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh my
Martha.
god.
Texas, just
Oh.
in the western region. It's in the desert.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's cool.
I
My
like-
mom likes it there because she's like, it reminds her of South Africa in a weird way.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Like the Karoo. The Karoo
Yeah.
in Texas are very like the Karoo is also like this in the,
The
middle
light
of,
rolling.
Yeah. Like in the middle of like South Africa, like
Oh
dry.
wow!
and-
Oh, I want
Yes.
to go
Yeah.
there. It sounds. So, do you ever go back to South Africa, like to perform, or you just go to visit family? Really?
Like so last year when I went was the first time I ever performed in South Africa because I went from university to India and I started comedy in India. So I never did
Okay.
comedy in South
Okay.
Africa. And then last year when I went like 2 years ago. So when I went to go spend time with my parents, I was like, let me meet some comedians. And and I met one of them actually was here yesterday, Nick Rabinovitz.
Oh,
And I just like
I
became
know
friends with
him.
comedians.
Oh, that's
And,
nice.
like Robbie Collins comes down.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's a-
Robbie.
Robbie,
Yeah, he's South African.
Gilly
Hmm.
last year. So South African comedians. I met them all in South Africa, and I was performing there.
I didn't know Robbie goes back.
Yeah,
quite
he
a
goes
bit.
back. He
Yeah.
goes back and comes back.
Mm.
I've only went there once in '90, and then I'm like, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
I can't get a plane ticket.
to
I
South
know-
Africa.
Yeah,
I
it's
know
like $1,000.
a few comedians that have
That's
been
not
down
bad,
to.
is it?
It's
to
not
perform.
bad, but it's like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
I would only see my uncle or aunt, and now they actually live in like Australia for most of the year.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's no point. But South Africa's a really cool country, and it's not expensive.
Mm.
It's not expensive
Yeah.
at all.
It
It's kind of cheap, not
Oh,
cheap, but
yeah.
inexpensive, and you get really good quality stuff.
Oh,
the
my
rand
gosh.
to
On
the
trip.
dollar.
It's like what is it like 15?
At the time when I went in the '90s, it's like 1/3. So what we would pay
Oh,
$30 here would be $10.
Oh,
there.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like now it's
So
like 1
we
to
loved
15.
shopping.
Okay. Yeah. yes. Oh my god. I know
That's
that's,
all we
any
did.
that's any travel. That's any trip. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Be like,
Oh,
oh,
for
let me express this in trinkets.
Yes.
This is my time. And I got this
Trinkets.
here and I got that there.
You never,
Yeah.
I always buy things. I'm like, I'm gonna wear this, and then because you're in holiday mode. And when
Yes.
You, never. You should actually never shop when you're in a holiday mood.
It's true for
Mode,
clothes
because-
stuff. Yeah,
for
you're like,
clothes.
yeah, you're like
you'll-
coming back with like some garb.
Exactly.
You know, like
Flowy,
a
like,
poncho.
yeah,
gown.
yes, a
Exactly.
poncho.
You're like, I'll wear this in the New York winter.
Yeah.
It'll be perfect for
Poncho.
New York winter.
Comedy friends.
Yes.
That will not keep it quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I stopped shopping when I'm on holiday because I'm just I'm in a different mood.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
when my mood when I'm in, like, I'm
Yes.
very in a very feminine mood for some reason, and then I come to New York, I'm like, I've got to get in pants and t-shirt again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Because you get, I feel like you go in receiving. You're like, I'm
Yes.
receiving. I'm filling up my bucket. But you just went on a trip.
Yes, to Puerto Rico.
Oh
with
my
two-
God.
You see Paul and Carol Sarkody, two comedians.
Oh
from
my
Okay.
New
God.
York.
I know both of them.
Yes,
How
they're amazing.
lovely.
Yeah, we went on a trip together. It was so
Oh my
amazing.
God. A
And
girls' trip.
It was. It was like, I think my first girls trip. And
Oh,
I just
great.
did. I did like I just lay on the beach in a bikini like a white person.
Oh my God, yes.
I was like, this
that
is
that is
this
our
is-
jam. Laying.
I was like, are we
Getting
not
skin
gonna?
cancer.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, no picnic, no like going into the ocean with fully clothed, like like us
Yeah.
Indians do. And they're like, no, we're just gonna lie on the beach. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you're
This
like
Oh my
new.
gosh. Fun.
kind of boring.
So where did you guys yeah. Where did you guys stay in Puerto Rico?
We were on the west coast, so
Okay.
oh my god.
I know. I
don't.
don't know much about Puerto Rico, but I know
forgot the
a
name.
lot of friends go there.
I have
Yeah.
not been there, but
trips.
I heard
Aguada.
Aguada.
Beach.
I have heard that isn't that it's the west coast where the water is so warm.
Blue, and warm and like blue.
Ugh, I
and
want to
like,
go there just to get in that
Yeah.
warm
Like
water.
the blue you were showing
Oh, the
earlier.
Amazonite.
The Amazonite. That's the color. That was the color of the
Oh
ocean.
my
I'm not lying
gosh,
to you. At
how
one
gorgeous.
Beach, it was,
Whoopsie.
The water was that color. It
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh,
I was like, this is
so
unreal.
beautiful. So
It was
beautiful. Oh, and how about the food? Any food highlights?
I tried mofongo.
Oh, mofongo.
Mofongo for the first time.
What's that? Is that their lasagna equivalent?
No, I think it's just like a mashed plantain with like and I had shrimp on top. So it has like it's like a shrimp.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like mashed plantain with like something on
I
top.
love
It's
plantain.
almost like a shrimp and grits, like kind
Okay.
of,
So
in a way,
good.
with like some more Caribbean flavors.
Yes.
Yeah, it was delicious. And the
Oh
rice
my
and
God.
beans and like the sweet plantains, like they just
Oh,
fry
I
plantains.
love a
and
plantain.
so
Sweet
good.
plantain. I love that, and then like the not sweet plantains, the greener ones where
Right.
it's more like a potato. Feels like
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
what
yeah,
that's,
with
that's,
the
that's what
salt.
they use for mofongo.
For the mofongo.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I love a
Gotcha.
starch. I love a starch.
Yes.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
Are there any Puerto Rican restaurants in New York?
Most likely.
I'm sure I
find.
cannot name anyone off the top of my head because it's just not. I tend to go for more like if I'm doing that world like Tex-Mex,
Okay.
or like Caribbean as well. But
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure there's some really good Puerto
Should go
Rican
check- I
restaurants.
should
Yeah.
look for that because that was a really good meal.
Yeah.
Mofongo. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, good
Yum.
food.
Yeah, that's the best part of traveling is just like trying. I like just trying out the food.
Yeah.
Indulging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indulging. I'm going on my Ohio wedding trip this weekend. My boyfriend's family, they're having an Ohio wedding. So
What do you mean, like a cousin of his?
it's a cousin.
Oh, got it.
Yes.
But Ohio, it's just middle America, and I'm readying myself to
Ohio
have
Are you
like.
going Akron?
It's close to.
Okay.
It's Youngstown,
Okay.
Ohio. Yeah, so it's going to be
Probably
just
was in a song.
middle American
Like a Bruce
chic, the
Springsteen.
Rust
You're
Belt.
counting crows.
Yeah. Yes. We're flying into Pittsburgh. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have like the Italian food, the wedding, it's a country club wedding.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh
What
my
are you gonna wear?
gosh. I'm going to wear a pantsuit. I really struggle because it's in a church. It's a church wedding and I did not want to wear anything too short or too revealing.
Right.
So but thankfully it's actually going to be chilly, so I'm just doing like
So
a
it's like
full
a
romper.
A romper.
A romper, and it's got a high neck but sleeveless. So at least everyone can see my arms, which I've been
Yes,
working
you know,
on.
just-
My arms are huge. Ever since I joined Crunch,
Debuting
yeah,
them.
my arms are huge
Huge.
now. I'm like,
Like
I'm
so
rich.
packing
I will
biceps.
knock you out at this wedding. yeah.
Packing.
Yeah.
Packing biceps. What
Oh my
color
gosh.
is it, your romper? Sorry. It's a
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah.
maroon. It's maroon,
Oh,
which I think is
lovely.
actually one of my good base colors. Like maroon and olive are like
Because
one
your
of my
skin's
basic.
also a little olivey.
Yes, I
I
have
think
like just a
that's what-
touch,
Yeah, you
so it
do
kind of
have a-
like.
So I think those
Olive.
autumn colors look good on you for that reason.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. I know I'm
Yes.
definitely not a spring. I'm not a spring.
Yes.
not-
Now, are you dating?
Oh,
here?
tell us everything.
No, I
Is
got
it
broken up
hard?
with.
No.
I dated my
Oh.
best friend.
Oh, okay.
Who was a comedian. in
I
New
always
York.
recommend that.
And this is on our Patreon bonus, by the way. So the secrets will only go to 65 people.
Okay,
so
yeah.
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
free to
Oh, well,
share.
then
This is
let's name him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Name and shame.
no.
So he was from here.
He's from here. He's a
Okay.
comedian in the city.
Okay.
And we were best friends 7 years because he used to come to India and
Oh,
I met him there. And then
Okay.
I would come here for my like we kept meeting back.
Yeah.
And forth. And he was, I'm
Yeah.
very close to him.
Mhm.
I met Kunal Alingon and Akash through him. So because
Okay.
they came to
Mm.
India, so I met them
Mhm.
years ago as
Okay.
well.
Yeah.
And then so we were best friends. I never really saw him in that light. And then I moved here,
Mhm.
and then I saw him in that light.
Oh my gosh. The New York whirlwind.
You know?
Yeah. You're
Oh
like,
my
oh my gosh,
I don't
autumn.
think I can afford rent by myself.
I'm in love all of a sudden.
And
Oh
then
my
he turned out
gosh.
to be an avoidant. Not turned out. I knew he was an avoidant. I just
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
thought it'd be
yeah,
different
of
for me.
course, of course. So how long has the breakup
It
been?
was like 7 months ago. I'm really tired.
Okay.
It takes
Yeah.
a while.
Does it?
Yeah.
So it just feels like it takes forever. At each breakup, even as you get older, it's like you're just getting raked over the coals
Oh.
for like longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does feel. It feels like a hangover. Like as you get older, like hangovers last like days.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
As opposed
yes.
to like an afternoon,
Mhm.
like a morning. Sorry.
Yes.
So this, I
Oh,
was like,
no,
wow,
sorry.
This is like this breakup feels like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
hangover. I'm like,
Well,
ah.
it's always like you're like you think with each relationship. I know for my case, it would always be like this one's different, and then when it would end, you're like it actually was the same as the other one.
Yes.
I
Just my
have a
trauma.
pattern. He was just different addiction.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
He's addicted to whippets.
And you think that's the thing. Like you think I'm changing my pattern. I'm dating my best friend. I
Yeah.
never saw him in this way. Maybe
Yeah.
I should see. I'm changing
Yeah.
my pattern. It's the same fucking
Oh,
pattern.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
You,
same
I know
guy.
you're dating.
Yes, you met my boyfriend.
met
We
your
did the
boyfriend.
lovely office show
did do that.
for like 6 people, and we were like, "Well, we're all
Was
here."
that from Stand Up New York?
It was
Kinda
with,
like a WeWork?
it was with Ben Rosenfeld and
Yes.
his wife Michelle have like a lovely little company that they do
Sure,
privates
yeah.
out of,
Okay.
and it's actually quite nice. They run it very well.
They ran very
Yeah.
well. And it
Yeah.
was like it was supposed to be for like HR and IT departments, and then they're like the IT department won't be coming. So
Yes, it was like
5 people.
Yeah, 5 supportive women.
Very
They were
supportive.
they
They
were
were very
lovely
sweet.
actually. That was one of the shows where, I was in the back. I was like, "Here we go."
it
Readying
was-
my self-esteem, but then they embraced me.
They were very nice.
Yeah.
They were laughing.
Wonderful.
That was
Sometimes when it's like that, you're like, why are you guys making me do this?
Yeah. Just give me the money,
yeah, stop being
please.
so supportive.
Yeah.
We don't
Hang
need.
out.
We don't need to do this.
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Are you dating somebody?
Sarah's married.
I'm
Sarah's
married.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was
I
my
mean-
friend. He was 2 blocks away because I don't like inconvenience.
Yes.
So
It's like, what are you
kept
looking
it
for?
simple.
A neighbor.
Yeah. I was like,
You're looking
well,
for a man.
if it ends, then we'll figure out what train stops we go to.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
We're
Right.
right in the middle between 2. I was like, you can get
Oh, that's so
36 and
cool.
I'll do Broadway. But it worked
Custody of training.
out.
amazing.
No, but it worked out. I've only dated really comics, and I know people are against
Is he a
it,
comic?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
but I feel like they just get it.
That's the thing. That's right.
I know.
That's
they
just
do.
easier.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough when
you
you
can
date
go out
like,
every night.
somebody who's got a 9 to 5 and they think like you will give everything up for them.
No,
Like as soon
exactly.
as they're like, but can't you take off tonight? And you're like, well, I'm doing late night. I'm doing the Tonight Show, so I don't know if I can
Take
see
off.
your band perform.
But like, did you
So-
guys were your men not broken?
They're all
well,
broken.
but
Okay.
mine is
Everyone's broken.
everyone is
right?
broken.
But, like,
Absolutely.
I mean, comedians are particularly.
and I've
broken.
dated a few
Yes.
comics that
So
have
we-
been,
Yeah,
yeah,
except
definitely.
us.
Yeah, we're fine. We're amazing. That's what this podcast is about. Well, my boyfriend, I do say that like we do have a 14-year age difference. And so like that
Whoa.
makes it like, he's had a longer time to like deal with his issues.
Right.
How
How old is your boyfriend?
He's 50. Can you believe it?
What?
I
He
know.
doesn't look 50.
He looks good. He does intermittent fasting, which can wreck your metabolism. I've also read that. So don't jump on
yeah.
it just because he does it.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Oh, good for him.
yeah, so that I think that actually helps because when you have these issues of like comedian issues, like, oh no, I had like an awkward interaction, or like, oh no, like I thought I was gonna get spots and I didn't. It's
Yeah.
nice to be able to talk to somebody about that world instead of having to explain and be like, this is what a comedy club is, this is who the
Right.
booker is,
Yeah.
this is what an opener is, So
Where you're like, it is funny because I remember one time I was temping at the high-end baby clothes store on the Upper East Side.
Bon Pont.
Bon
Yeah.
Pont.
The site of your sitcom. Yeah.
And there was a girl I knew from high school that came in, and she didn't know who I was because it was been a while. She was 2 grades below me, but I knew her. And obviously, like 15 or 20 years had gone by, so I was like, she's not going to recognize me. But in my mind, I was like preparing to defend why I'm here. You know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
well, I just did Whiplash, and why would she know Whiplash? But
Yeah.
that's what, at least if
Yeah.
you're dating a
They
comic,
get it.
they get that this is a big deal of a show.
Yes. Yeah.
Where the other person's like, it's just like,
Like,
Right.
what is whiplash? You got like a
That's-
neck injury from a car
Yeah.
crash?
You're in the movie.
Yes.
yes.
I had a similar. Well, one time I was crying to a close friend of mine. I was like, crying about my career, just crying, and I go, I just want to be like Bill Burr, and she goes, who's Bill Burr? Like, never heard of him.
Oh,
You're like,
then you're like,
oh yes,
oh.
we're
Yes.
in such a
No,
tiny
yeah.
little niche.
And
Yeah.
civilians, like it is, like every time I interact with civilians, I'm just reminded, like, oh, they're not comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's very jarring sometimes.
Yeah.
When I interact with the civilians.
Yeah,
And
because
I'm
I've
like,
gotten used to saying the C word.
Oh yeah.
or the R word or any.
Yeah.
Of the words
Yes. You need to
in the
be
English
feel
language.
free with somebody.
You forget, and you're just like, oh, what a total C word. And then they're like, that was really harsh.
Yeah.
And
You're
you're
like, oh,
whoops.
I'm using it in a way that I'm taking the power back. Is that acceptable?
I'm
doing that.
reclaiming the
No.
word.
No, but any online dating at all? Are you gonna?
No.
You're like you're
I'm
just
healing.
settling in. You're settling into Ridgewood as well
I'm
too.
setting
It's like
into
you're in a
Ridgewood, and
new.
I did move to another country, and I need to like figure out.
Huge
my work
transition.
here.
Well, here's
huge
the-
transition.
If you start dating right away when you move into town, you will date the village idiot.
yes,
Do you know what I
need
mean?
to-
Because you have
need
no
to
idea.
assess.
He's
yeah.
not been vetted.
No, I know. Shame. He is like he's still.
Oh,
he-
I'm not calling him
yeah.
that.
well, we don't know who it is.
No,
Everyone
you already
hates
knew
him.
him.
He's very
Yeah.
sweet. He's
You
a
already
good
knew
guy.
him. But I'm
But
talking
yeah.
about, like, because I remember the first, when I moved here, I just remember being like, oh God, thank goodness I didn't date that.
right.
I
Yes.
had no idea.
The first guy that approaches you. Yeah, there is
That's
something
nice. They're
It's
like,
very good to meet
funny.
How do I meet guys?
I would say,
I don't
I would
know.
actually
Guys,
say
in the
like
comments if you could tell me.
yes, yeah. Give
Um,
set Kenise up with
I-
your cousin.
Yes, if you have a nice cousin.
I think you're doing the right thing though, because it's like you're right. You
focus
moving
on your career.
international
Yeah, yeah.
move, and also you don't want to miss out on like friendship opportunities
And
that are
I've
so
made-
huge.
And honestly, like that's the thing. Like I know how I am. I mean, not that I did. And luckily with this relationship, I didn't like. I was still like the priority was I'm in a new country. Like I don't have the liberty of like, you know, going into like hiding with my boyfriend. Or,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? I
yes.
don't have the liberty. I've got a 3-year visa. It ends.
You
At
gotta
the
make the
end
most
next
of
year.
it.
I've got to make the most of it.
Yeah.
So even
Yeah.
last year in my relationship, I was very good about being out and
Yeah.
about.
Yes.
And it's such a huge sacrifice to be away from your family
And
too.
friends,
It's like, you know,
my-
you're
my-
not
Yeah.
he didn't move all the way across the continent. I mean, the world,
yeah.
the whole world
Yeah.
to be like, I guess I'm picking up after this
Yeah.
dork.
Exactly. Or like I've got to get home to my boyfriend. Like that. Just I was
Yeah.
like I don't have the liberty of doing that.
Yeah.
I've got to figure it out. Otherwise, I have to go back. I don't even know where.
Yeah.
Just I
Yeah.
have to go to India. I have to go back somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I remember that because I moved here when I was 30. I was kind of engaged loosely. He did propose while he was in a blackout.
It counts. It counts.
And then never mentioned it again. So I said, before we get married, the link, can I go to New York? And I said 6 months,
Right.
thinking that, oh, maybe I could get some success within 6 months or figure out if this
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I remember at the 6-month mark, I was like, I'm going to need a little
Yeah.
bit more time. And then it dissolved
Yeah.
right after.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to make the most of it while you're here. And time
100%.
goes by so fast.
So fast. I've been here
Yeah.
a year, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. You've been here a full year now. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've got to start doing some stuff now.
Yes.
I think I figured out everything. I think I've done all the base work, and now
Yeah.
I've got to like start. You know,
Yeah.
It's
jumping off of
exciting.
some- yeah.
Yeah.
I feel so
Asking,
excited for
taking big
you.
swings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Like I'm trying to put my tour together, and my God, what a
Yes.
mess, but I'm gonna do it.
Good for
That's-
you.
yeah, I'm
No,
gonna do
it's
it,
so
sorry.
exciting. No, so
Definitely.
what are you thinking for the tour? Just is it around the continental United States, or are you
I'm
going
doing-
more
so
like?
I've booked I was like, oh, by the end of May, I'm gonna have like a 15 like city tour, and I'm gonna make a big announcement. I'm like, and now I'm just like, just book one at a time. So I've got
Yes.
booked one show in Dublin, one in London.
Oh, exciting!
one
Oh
in
my God, I'm
Sa-
so excited for
I know-
you.
Thank you. It's
Ah.
and then one in Sunnyvale, Bay Area.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That's a great
and-
area.
Yeah. So I know like there's a lot of Indian people who follow Indian comedy. So
Yes.
We have a
Trying to
huge
tap into
Indian
that.
community in America.
yes.
Yeah.
And every
yeah.
major city, it's a
And
huge
they all
Indian
like
community.
These,
Yeah.
the male comedians from India
That's
come
right.
down and sell like 1,000 tickets all the time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Kunal, and they used to do the AB.
ABCD. Yeah.
ABCD, yeah.
That's when they came to India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
dated
Yeah.
one of the four.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. And I think I have a hint now. I think I have a hint.
Could I
have
mention
a
the other
hint.
three names?
Yeah. I think one is coming clear in my mind. Now, one thing
I'm seeing a face,
I'm seeing a face.
and I'm reading it.
Interesting.
Round
Interesting.
eyes. He has eyes.
Yes.
And a
Oh my
nose.
gosh. But I do think he's cute though.
He is cute.
He's so cute.
He's
Oh,
a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart.
sweetie.
He is a
But we
sweetie.
hate him.
But we hate him.
He's dead to
Breaking
us.
my heart.
Now, one thing I wanted to ask, which we did not cover on the previous podcast, is like when you're going international, when you're traveling for
Yes.
shows, like what's your packing list? What are your must-haves that you take when you travel internationally?
Oh man, like converters.
Oh,
All
you
my
gotta have the
fucking
converter.
adapters.
Of
I always
course.
forget about those.
Yeah.
Adapters, because and then also like I have stuff like now I have like half my stuff's American adapters and half of it's like
Yeah.
Oh
like
my gosh, of
Indian,
course. Yeah.
and then some of it's South African. So like I have this whole case of like about 5 different
Yeah.
like every single adapter possible.
Oh my
and
gosh,
that
just
goes
its
into my
own
bag.
separate little luggage that you're.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you do packing cubes, or how do you organize your stuff in there?
My dad, no, I don't, but I do. Like my underwear goes in a cube.
Okay.
Okay.
I always have like a mini like medical aid, like
Oh yes.
Smart.
yeah, like band-aids
don't do
and like
that.
some paracetamol
Yeah.
and some ibuprofen.
Yes, because you get
Yes.
sick when you go on
and I
trips.
don't know how like I like
and
when
you're
I came
very
to America,
particular.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, when I came to America, like medicine's so expensive.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I bought a lot of
I know. It's
medicine
wild.
from India.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that illegal? Should I just-
No.
Oh yeah, get some for us.
That's what Americans do because we have bad health insurance.
Yeah.
It's so expensive. How is like medicine?
It's insurance. That's why.
Oh, okay.
It's wild.
You got to go to Mexico.
yeah. Yeah. Book your next tour there.
Get some medicines.
Just to get some antibiotics. Yeah.
And my dad taught me a trick to roll up your clothes.
Okay.
Yes.
Takes up less space.
Yes. And it
that.
helps with the wrinkles too,
And
right?
it helps and I
Yes.
was like, Dad. And then I did, and I was like, oh, this really.
Yeah, dads know.
And I also do sometimes, like when I've come back from India or South Africa, I'm bringing like a lot of stuff. I do vacuum pack.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh my
I never
gosh.
did
A
that.
lot more space.
That is my
Yeah.
dream to have a vacuum sealer just suck all the air out.
But
Oh my gosh.
But it's like you get like a pump thing.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
super
Oh, that's
cheap.
smart.
Yes.
I might just do that because
For under the
when you're
bed
traveling
stuff.
into cold climate and then you go to a warm, especially in
Yes, you
Europe
take
in
a
the
big
summer,
fucking
you're like,
jacket.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. That takes up all of your suitcase.
Yeah.
It's my pet peeve.
Yes.
And
yeah.
shoes.
Yes.
Shoes take up so much space.
So your
Yeah.
vacuum seal bag can help with like a big jacket. a
Yeah.
puffy or-
Oh,
That's
that's
smart.
great.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
great. Oh, I'm so excited for your shows.
Thank you so
Dublin and
much.
London. God,
I
it's
know.
is that this summer?
That's going to be in September, end of
Oh,
September.
perfect
Okay.
time to
Doing the
travel
Comedy Factory
there.
in no, sorry, not comedy, sorry. The Comedy Store in London.
London.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then a place called the International Bar in Dublin.
Okay,
And,
check it out.
Yeah,
you
thank you. On my
guys.
website,
Yeah.
I'll be releasing tickets soon.
Oh
And
my
yeah.
gosh, so excited
Thank
for
you
you.
so much.
I'm so
Thank
excited
you.
for the new page in your life, moving to the city and
Thank
getting,
Kate.
you know.
Thank you so much.
And thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming on. You've been such a
I know.
I appreciate it. This is so
hysterically funny. Ugh.
No,
and
you guys are so much fun to talk to. It's like it really makes a difference when there's good hosts, like hosting a
my God.
podcast.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
I mean, there's
you.
times we've done podcasts where I'm like, are we the host?
Yes, literally. I've showed up to a podcast before. This was a while ago, and I don't want to say the person's name, but I'm like, and I guess I'm carrying it. I'm like asking you
So
questions.
What are your
and,
favorite
like-
colors? And
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
know, what is your mom like?
I know
Like,
it's too much. It's too much. But
Yeah.
anyway, thank you again. We're
Thank you.
so grateful to have you on.
Thank
And
you for
Ditto.
thank you to
coming.
everyone for being on our Patreon. Let's get to 100 for our double date with
Yeah.
Joe and Mike. Lady Journey.
Lady Journey.